The big questions we're asking in the latest issue of our coverage on the NEET issue. The big questions that we're asking today. Number one, after NET, after UGC-NET, is the government mulling some big action on NEET as well? So far that hasn't been taken. Is it coming up? Question number two, will the government choose some kind of surgical action as far as NEET is concerned, or will there be a blanket cancellation and a re-NEET, which is actually a nightmare scenario for many students? Number three, what about the majority students who don't want a re-NEET? Number four, can Tejasvi Yadav in Bihar remain silent on the alleged links to the paper leak that is being investigated in the state of Bihar? Remember, paper leaks were rumored to be part of the malpractices surrounding NEET, but now that appears to have been confirmed, at least in Bihar. Number five, will the CBI, which is going to investigate the integrity breakdown in the UGC-NET exam, will it also investigate what's going on in NEET? And number six, political grandstanding. Is political grandstanding hiding India's cross-party paper leak legacy? That's also a question we'll be bringing up today. But today, as we bring in our panel of experts, stakeholders, and students within NEET, remember that this issue has blown up. It's become big. And the political heat surrounding NEET means that there needs to be some action taken. The question is, what will that action be and when will the government take it? The only two questions that remain to be answered. Mr. Perry, I'd like to come to you first. Yesterday there was a big development, the UGC-NET exam getting cancelled by the Education Ministry. They say that, integrity was compromised, etc. What action are you taking? What action are you expecting, Mr. Perry, as far as NEET is concerned? Because now you've got a confirmation that a paper leak incident has taken place in Bihar. There's an investigation going on there. There is all this political noise as well. And it seems like the ball is now directly in the government's court. What action are you expecting or recommending, sir?
So I think the paper leak has not just happened in Bihar. Bihar is one of the places where you actually have confirmed through all those things. But even Godhra, there is a lot of confirmation that there is a paper leak that happened. And in Jajjar, you actually have a case where 6 students got a top rank, and it's up for investigation. The most important thing here, Shiv, is that NTA is not being transparent and open about everything that's happened within that. In this particular case also, it is not NTA which said anything. It is the cybercrime or something that, that actually found a issue, and the Ministry of Education did this. It's not NTA that went about doing it, right? So the important thing here is, what is the action that we do with as vis-a-vis NTA, because NTA is not being transparent, it's not being open, it's not coming up. Like, for example, even today when we say that there is something that happened because of which the integrity of the examination has been compromised, that something should be explained and see whether it actually applies to NEET also. Correct. Because a similar compromise might have happened in NEET and NTA is not forthcoming with information, right? So to couch it in difficult words, but not saying something while saying that integrity has been compromised is a very serious charge in that sense, right? And you might actually, have exactly the same thing happening in NEET also. So for me, this is not NTA acting; it's Ministry of Education acting based on something that came to them, which is so compelling that they couldn't have avoided that or turned a blind eye to that. Right. In the case of NEET, because NTA is still holding powers and it is a pen and paper examination, the cyber cell and all those things don't come in.
Yes.
Right. If it is an online examination, the cyber cell and those kind of things come in. The cybercrime people come in.
Yes.
So in this particular case, also something large has happened, because I can only see the scores and the rank inflation, and that very clearly suggests that what has come out as an outcome is very improbable, and we don't know the process based on which that outcome has come.
Yeah, taking forward from that point, Mr. Perry, like you said, the whatever integrity breakdown there was, which was detected in the UGC-NET, must have been so compelling that they decided to scrap the whole thing. And in the last few days that we've been tracking NEET, and you've been also on our show, like you just said, apart from Bihar, Godhra, Jajjar, and who knows where else. It seems that there is compelling evidence that this is not a bulletproof exam. Shouldn't that itself be enough to make some changes?
For sure, Shiv. The thing is, if you look at medical education,
Yes.
a lot of people make this mistake of saying that 24 lakh students and 1 lakh seats. No, that's not how it works. Of the 24 lakh 1 lakh seats, now about 50,000 are beyond the affordability quotient or access of many people in India. Because the fee is 1 crore, 1.5 crore, and all those kind of things, right? So basically, what we're looking at is 24 lakh people competing for 50,000 seats across categories.
Yeah.
Right. So once you come up to that, and the gap between a public education which is about 5 lakh rupees to private education, which is 1 crore, the 95 lakh range that you create in between is what creates this huge, corruption thing. Because instead of paying 95 lakh as fee, I pay 40-50 lakh to a tout who gives me a paper, and I get a government seat. So the gap in fee structures also creates this massive thing. You have a demand supply gap, and you also have a fee affordability gap of 1:20.
Very, very interesting. I'm going to broaden this, and I want to all of my guests to stay with me. And I want to, before I get in the other experts, I want to hear from the students. And we have 3 NEET aspirants on our show today before I go to the others. I'd like to start with you, Arushi. I want to ask very specific questions now, because it's been nearly a month since we've been covering this story. So I want to get as precise and as, specific as possible. Arushi, what action do you want to see taken at this point of time? The government is very likely to take some kind of action because the pressure is built up in a very big way. As a NEET aspirant, someone who has taken this exam, what action are you expecting? What action do you want?
As a student who has scored fine in the NEET exam, I feel like even though I understand the rank inflation was very high this time, the re-NEET is not a very good option from a lot of from any student's point of view, because I feel like you have worked hard for the past 2 years, and working hard again will not be possible. Like, it's not very possible by every student. Even those who want re-NEET are not saying that how much it would affect them mentally in the long run. It's already very late. I feel like they should punish the people who took part in paper leak, because that is wrong.
Yes.
But then a re-NEET for everyone is very traumatizing.
Nandini, do you agree with that? That, a re-NEET in totality is a bad idea? Those who have, affected the NEET exam, they should be punished. Investigation should happen. But a re-NEET overall is a bad idea. Where do you stand? What do you want, Nandini?
So I would say that a re-NEET for all is the only ultimate solution. The reason being, even though some people have been caught, not the entire people, not all those people who were in the scam have been caught. See, the thing about Sikandar sir, the thing that we are hearing today, it has been caught after, I believe, a month and a half, if we count from the date of the examination when it was held. So there are so many people involved, because not just about grace marks or paper leak in just one center of Patna, not only that can lead to such a hyper rank inflation that we are seeing today. I completely agree with the fact that holding a re-examination for all the candidates might not be a good idea, because we won't be at that level of preparation that we were during the examination. But the problem is re-evaluation of the entire result will take a lot of time, because there are so many loopholes here. And the only thing that can rectify it is re-NEET. I myself have scored 660 marks and I am getting a college in India. But the thing is, I'm not getting the college of my choice, not the college that I worked for. I did not get the rank that I should have deserved. I've gotten a rank far much worse. I should have gotten one in the range of 4,000 to 5,000, but I've gotten such a bad rank. And because of that, I would have to leave my hometown, and then the expenses for the hostel, the accommodation and everything, they would sum up to a really large amount. And I don't want to pay that. I worked really hard for my marks and I got those marks, but I did not get the rank. And I believe there are so many people left that need to be arrested, and they should be punished. Definitely they should be punished.
Okay.
But we too should get our desired rank. And if just those people getting arrested and
I understand, Nandini, what you're saying. You're basically saying that there is enough reason to believe that the entire result has been completely skewed by what has taken place. So you're prescribing a complete re-NEET. Shan, very quickly, where do you stand? Partial re-NEET, complete re-NEET? We'll come to NTA, etc. later. But as far as the exam is concerned, what do you think should happen, Shan?
According to me, sir, in my opinion, the re-NEET is not a very good choice. Just because of if the exam, if the question paper has already been leaked, who is being guaranteed that the re-NEET question paper would not be leaked? the re-NEET question paper can be leaked again, and what would happen with the students who could have committed suicide after this NEET exam, and after we are not at the level of that preparation after 2 or 3 months, because we also, as a student, we also need some time and
Correct.
some wait for the next preparation.
So this is interesting. This is actually very interesting, because we've got one student, and this reflects the different views of NEET aspirants and candidates, where some say a complete re-NEET is the only solution, and some say a complete re-NEET will actually be a disaster. So we've got both those views from our students here.